people, I'm Tracy. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about my experience with the LCO method versus the LOC method. So stay tuned. So you guys, side note, can we talk about this? So Brian here, Brian the pimple, has not left, but this is not gonna stop me from being great and providing you guys with a video today. So anyways, let's get to it. I'm going to talk about the LCO method versus the LOC method. So when I began my natural hair journey, I was so confused about how to moisturize my hair because I am high porosity, if you guys don't know. And high porosity hair is very different from low porosity hair, which is different also from medium hair porosity. And your hair can change throughout your natural hair journey. And so because my hair, I don't really know what my natural hair porosity is because we're all born with different hair porosities. So because I did have relaxer for a long time, it did make me have high hair porosity. So like when my hair is growing out, I realized that most of my natural hair is starting to become different. That's what I mean when I say that your hair can change throughout your natural hair journey. So I did begin with high hair porosity. I am still high hair porosity, but my high hair porosity is starting to change. It still floats on the bottom of the glass, but it's starting to rise up a little bit. It doesn't just completely sink, if that makes sense. Just like how there's different hair porosities, there are different ways to moisturize hair. And there are two different ways. Actually, there's a combination of different ones, but the biggest two are the LOC method, which is the LOC method, which is liquid, oil and cream, and then the other one is the LCO method, which is liquid, cream, then oil. So when I started my hair journey, I did do the LCO method. I'm gonna hate saying this over and over again, LCO, LOC, whatever. So the LCO method was my favorite method to do, and I never really tried the other method because I thought this was what worked for me, and I would refresh my hair a lot. I did start feeling like my hair was dry, and I was relying on my nourishing oils or moisturizing oils to refresh my twist every day, not like just for, you know, pick me up or the shine. I felt like my twists were kind of dry, and I thought it was the weather, or, you know, I just needed the moisturizing oil, like that was just part of the routine. And then one day I was just sitting there and I'm just like, why don't I try the LOC method, the LOC method, which is so different for me because I'm just thinking that you need a sealing oil to seal all that moisture in, from the liquid and the cream. And I'm just thinking in my head, I was actually putting on makeup one day, not makeup, doing my skin routine. I'm just like, I always put the cream last, but I put oils on my face first. So I'm just like, I do seal in moisture with my oil, but the cream like seals everything in for the night. And my face has been changing so much, except this blimp on my face, but we're not gonna talk about that. But I'm just like, why don't, you know, this way we treat our skin is the way that we should treat our hair. So I'm like, let me try one wash day, and if it doesn't turn out well, I will refresh my hair and I will go about my business and go back to my old method. I always tell you guys this, it's okay to sacrifice one wash day. It's gonna be hard because you do a lot doing wash day. Why would you want to sacrifice a wash day? So I decided to, for the next wash day, to do the LOC method. So for my LOC method, I actually use the Camille Rose leave-in from the coconut line. I'm gonna make a review about that. I love that coconut leave-in. It's so moisturizing. I was so shocked. I was taken aback, but that's for another video. And then I use my jojoba oil, my sealing oil, the one I love the most from Trader Joe's. And then for a cream, I use a new cream that I'm going to talk about later in this video. And I was just like, you know, really shocked by the results. Once I did it, I thought that I would have a lot of residue, right? Because I'm saying, like, you know, once you put a sealing oil, nothing is going to be able to, you know, absorb into your hair shaft. And when I did my twist, I promise you my coils were so bouncy and juicy looking. My hair absorbed everything. I had less residue than when I did the LCO method. And then I felt like everything was dried faster. So usually it takes me all day to dry my hair. So I would start early in the morning on my wash day. I usually start my wash day around 5 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, depending on how I feel. So that would take me all the way to 12 o'clock. Around 12 or 1 o'clock I'll finish. And then if I start at 7, and my hair dried around, I want to say 3 or 4-ish. And it was dry enough for me to put a bonnet on. I don't like my hair touching my t-shirt, so I like to put a bonnet on when I'm studying. So I was so shocked by the next day. My hair was shiny, bouncy again, and then the third day, still bouncy and shiny. So I thought maybe it was due to the jelly that I use. It could have been due to the new jelly that I use instead of my cream, but I did use that jelly as a pick-me-up before I washed my hair, and it still left a residue on my hair before I washed my hair, because, you know, it was for just to moisturize my hair midweek. But my hair was different. It didn't have any residue when I did the LOC method. So my hair was still moisturized. It was crazy moisturized. This is the results, and I don't know if you guys can tell the difference from the videos. From my first video all the way till now, I've been doing only the LCO method, which is the oil last. I would always use the oil last to seal everything in, and my hair would feel like, I don't know if you guys can tell from the videos, it was kind of dry, but not really. But now my hair is really moisturized. And then today I didn't add any extra oils to make my hair shiny and bouncy. This is its natural state. I actually use a little bit on my fingertips just to minimize frizz, but that was it. My hair feels so much better. I will be continuing to do this method. I just wanted to update you guys, because I did used to say that I only believe in the LCO method, and even on my blog I used to say that the LCO method is the way to go. But right now I believe that for my hair type and where my hair is right now, I am high porosity and I am type 4, and where I am at right now, my hair journey, my hair really prefers the LOC method, and I could see a huge difference in my hair. So for people who are new, naturals, I'm going to explain the difference between the LCO method and the LOC method. The LCO method is liquid, cream, and oil. So you have your oil last. So you usually use a sealing oil as your last step. So your first step could be water, because water is the original, you know, leave-in. Basically, if you have a water, you're good. And then you could also use aloe vera juice. I can't use aloe vera juice in my hair, only on doing pre-poo and maybe when I do condition. But when I do a leave-in with an aloe vera, any humectant, my hair is going to be poofy. So I stay away from humectants. So you could use aloe vera if your hair likes aloe vera. Or you could get a leave-in from any brand like, you know, Camille Rose or anything. So you could use that. And some people actually use hair milks as their leave-in. So then after that, you have your cream. Your cream can be anything from, you know, a thick butter, or a cream jelly, or anything. For example, I like the Camille Rose Almond Joy butter, or the Carol's Daughter Cocoa Creme, and those are thick butter. And then you'll seal it with a sealing oil, which is for me, is the jojoba oil from Trader Joe's, because that's a sealing oil to seal all that moisture in. So the LCO method is really for people who are low porosity. So this is an easy way for them to seal in that moisture. So you're like, Tracy, why did you try this method if that's for low porosity hair and you're high porosity? Like I said, I'm learning along the way, and I'm sharing all the information I have with you guys. I'm just now 8 months natural, and every time I learn something new, I want to share it with you guys, because I think that we're growing together. So I did the mistake about doing this method because this is for low porosity hair. And not to say that people who have high porosity can't try this. You have to try things that your hair might like. You know, your hair might like this method. You have to try both methods to see if there's a difference. In my head at that time, I believe that there was no right or wrong method for any hair type. I felt like you just had to experiment. And so I experimented with this one first, and I thought this was it because my hair was moisturized, and I thought that was great. And so like I never tried the other one, and I was scared to try the other one because I didn't want to mess up my hair. Going to the next method, which is the LOC method, which is liquid, like we already talked about, and it could be a leave-in or water, anything you want that's liquid form. And then you put an oil, which is a sealing oil, and it could be jojoba oil or castor oil, anything, any sealing oil that you want. If you want any examples of sealing oils, I already made a video about it, and you guys can check it up here in the iCard. And then for the cream, I would use, you know, Camille Rose Almond Joy or Carol's Daughter Cocoa Creme, or any kind of cream or jelly. So that's what I use this wash day, and that left my hair very moisturized. Theoretically, they say that this method is for high porosity hair because it's sealing in that moisture from the leave-in, and it's also adding a second barrier of moisture from the cream. So for me, in the past, I used to think that creams don't provide any moisture, but theoretically it doesn't. But from the ingredients that you can actually read from, they do have moisturizing elements in the ingredients list. So I'm just like, okay, it's adding another barrier. A thick butter would do that for your hair. The jojoba oil would seal in that moisture for the leave-in, and the cream would provide moisture, extra moisture along the way. And I can literally see a difference in my hair. My hair is bouncier, less frizzy. My hair just overall looks healthier, and I like it like this. I really like how fluffy and bouncy it is, and I can't wait to see how long this hair can go. This is day 4 hair right now, and I usually refresh by tomorrow or the next day because I have an important date with my boyfriend. I will be refreshing my hair tomorrow just to make, you know, a little classy, you know, a little better, a little bouncy. And I'm so weird. But, you know, I feel like my hair can actually stretch until day 6 or not even be refreshed at all, to be honest. But we'll see along the way, and I'll keep you guys updated on my IG. You should try different methods. Like, it's important to try different methods because you don't know what your hair might like. You might like the LCO method or the LOC method. And there are other different methods. There are the leave-in with a moisturizing oil with a cream and then a sealing oil, or a leave-in, a moisturizing oil, a sealing oil, and then a cream. Or there's a leave-in, a moisturizing oil, a cream, and then a sealing oil. There are different methods to try. It's important for you guys to try different methods. If you guys want me to get into more in depth with the different methods, like all the variety of the methods that you can do to seal in moisture, let me know down in the comments and I'll make a video about that. But the main two are the LOC method and the LCO method. And those methods are important to try because it's important to know how to layer products to keep in moisture, because I'm telling you, to get length retention is having a good method to keep in moisture. Your ends need a lot of moisture. If you don't moisturize your ends or moisturize your hair strand, your hair will start breaking off. It still grows, your hair will keep growing, but you won't see a length change. So for right now, I can see like the ends of my hair feel so much moisturized. It coils really good. I'm just very impressed with my method, and I am a YouTuber, and I did that mistake of sticking with what I knew and was scared to try something different. And once I did try something different, I did find something that was really good. So please go out there and try something different with your hair just to see if your hair likes it. And if it doesn't, you can always moisturize it midweek when it needs that, moisture with a nice hair milk, and then, wash your hair and go back to your regular routine. One wash day won't make a difference, but what if it does? What if it makes a difference and you find something that you love, So anyways, see you next time, guys. Bye.